the facility use in the meetings that we've had and where we're going next, I would encourage you to comment under this public comment opportunity. So anybody in the public wishing to comment on this time on any item on or off the agenda, please come forward. Go ahead. Yeah, anything, whether it's on the facilities or any item in the community you would like to comment on. Please state your name and address for the record. I'd like to draw your attention to the three colors on the podium. So when the green light's on, that's 60 seconds, then 30 seconds, then when the red light comes on, I'll ask you to please wrap up.
No bouncers, I like that.
So please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Dave Pratt. I live at 1415, now I can't remember my address. I live in Yelm, Washington.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm here from Yelm. I am the district governor for Lions Clubs International for this area. I have 50 clubs in this area, and DuPont sits right in the middle of it. I have 1,700 Lions Clubs members that I serve. Lions, by way of background, and I'm here to address the possibility of putting a Lions Club here in DuPont. By way of background, Lions Clubs International is the largest service organization in the world with 1.3 million members in 205 countries and geographic regions. We are rated as the #1 non-governmental organization in the world because of our accountability. 100% of all funds raised from the public goes back to the public through Lions. We have no overhead that is not paid for by Lions themselves as opposed to the public. We're the only service organization allowed in mainland China because we are not political and we're not religious. We are all about service to the community. We're all volunteers. We serve as our motto, and that pretty much sums us up. The communities we serve vary from the ones right in our hometown cities and rural communities to the broader world's spectrum. Our Lions Clubs International Foundation, one of the largest in the world, is individually responsible for wiping out river blindness in Africa. Even with that sort of international participation, our clubs, like what we would put here in DuPont, average 75% or more of the funds that they raise being returned specifically and directly to their communities. So it's very much a hometown community event. The clubs determine their own fates, their own futures. They have independence, but they have a lot of support. We do projects that really have no boundaries. Scholarships are a big thing. Youth are very big for us. Sight is one of our major causes, as well as diabetes and hearing loss. But we also build wheelchair ramps, buy eyeglasses for kids, hearing aids for old people who just can't afford it. They're on pensions and can't afford to get them themselves. We buy computers for libraries. We do all of those things. We also typically partner with our cities. In Yelm, the mayor of the city is a member of our club. Council members are members of our club. The chief of police is a member of our club. We partner with the cities and the communities that we belong to, and we rebuild parks. We do a number of things. Anyone of good character can be a Lion. The dues are small. It's not about money. Dues average in clubs around $70 a year, with a one-time initiation fee of around $30 for a household. The obligations include simply attending meetings, participating in service projects. We think that DuPont would benefit from a Lions Club. It doesn't cost you anything, and if I can get the city council support, which I would ask for by proclamation or otherwise, I will bring a team in here to construct your club and provide the guidance and support to ensure that it survives and thrives and serves your community. I do ask for your support.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to ask my staff, Mr. McDonald, please put this on the tracking sheet, Ms. Larson, and someone will get back with you.
And I have provided information for each one of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So council, it'll be put in your boxes to look at a later date. Excellent. Please come forward and state your name and address for the record.
My name's Doyle Waters, 1194 Griggs Street, DuPont, Washington. I'm going to talk a little bit about Operation Make Our Soldiers Smile. As I said, my name's Doyle Waters. I'm a Vietnam veteran, a retired command sergeant major, 25 years of service. My wife, Paula, and I lived in Pierce County for 20 years. 3 years ago, we moved to DuPont. DuPont has given us a sense of belonging, a strong will to help improve the quality of life of those serving in our armed forces. I want to take a few minutes of your time to explain a project that has become known as Operation Make a Soldier Smile, MASS, which is in its 4th year of delivering packages to those that serve and defend this great country of ours. MASS is the brainchild of Colonel Retired John and Denise Dane of Dane Orthodontics in DuPont. While residing in Steilacoom, they share their passion and love for MASS with the citizens and businesses of both cities. First, I want to say that war takes no days off. Those young men and women sent to fight this war need our support. In order to cope with the loneliness, boredom, hunger, pain, stress, fear, and death. Our project mission statement is simple. The task ahead of us is never as great as the power behind us. That power is you, the citizens of this great community, those that know the cost of freedom, those that are willing to give a little of their time, those that can be called on when the job needs to be done. This year's committee members, after a lot of thought and some deliberations, have decided to send a majority of the holiday care packages, now notice I said majority, not all, to the units presently deployed to Afghanistan. By the end of the year, it has been reported that there will be some 68,000 military personnel deployed to that region. And of that amount, approximately 4,000 troops from our neighbor Fort Lewis. This is our chance to do something. Good for those that ask nothing from you, but maybe a pat on the back when they get home, that are willing to give their life for you and the way that you think and the free world that we live in. We're mailing approximately 400 donation request letters to the marketing director of businesses and companies alike. Our goal is to send a minimum of 1,000 packages, which will cost approximately $11 per package. Now, what we're hoping for is to be one of the largest events that this community has ever seen, and the local citizens, and we're asking for your help. Mayor Jenkins, hopefully a little later on and sometime down the road, will put out some additional information pertaining to this event. We're going to partner up with the city of DuPont. This is going to be the greatest event that DuPont has ever seen. I am excited. My people that are working with me, and I'm working with my wife Paula, Denise Dane, Jen Smith, all sitting here tonight, are anxious to make this to happen. In closing, I ask that you go forward and spread the word that kindness is what makes America different from other countries, and that our teamwork that never fails will get the job done. Join our team and make this year's MASS a successful event for those deployed soldiers that will not be able to come home for the holiday season. Let us never forget that freedom we enjoy was paid for with the blood and lives of young Americans. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Waters. I would like to share that this is a community project between DuPont and Steilacoom, and the chairs of this project is Denise Dane and her husband John, Doyle and Paula Waters. This community project received a 5,000 single donation today, and this is only August the 11th. So this is going to be absolutely fantastic. We're very, very happy. So please mark this date, November the 18th, 6:30. We will have a packaging party at the Civic Center. We're going to have that packaging party across the way in the Public Safety Building. Donations will be accepted here at City Hall. The community project group that are working on this on a daily basis will pick up the donations, and they have the proper paperwork in order for that charitable donation. The city will list on the website a list of items that can be looked at for the donations to help in that arena. Monetary donations can be made at Venture Bank in the name of Operation Make a Soldier Smile. More information to come. Stay tuned. You will see that in the Clipper. You will see it on the websites, and you will see it most likely on Twitter and Facebook. It's already around. So with that, anybody else in the public wishing to comment on any item on or off the agenda, please come forward. Sergeant Charles, please go ahead and state your name and address again for the record.
Madam Mayor, my name is Sergeant First Class Charles, council members. I reside at the WTB, the Wounded Warrior Battalion here at Fort Lewis. I stand before you in reference of opening up a youth center here in DuPont. And my message is going to be very brief. If we focus on the future, which is our kids, key focus on prevention, we would prevent offenders and or repeat offenders. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody else wishing to comment on any item on or off the agenda? Yes, please come forward, state your name and address for the record.
This will be brief for a preacher. I'm Pastor Rose, Grace Baptist Church. This will be 30 seconds, okay?
I'm
I think-
Simon, yeah.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Mayor, City Council, good to be before you again. Most of you know who I am. I'm just going to present just one more form of the if they will, and if the City Council members could get this, I would appreciate this. It's just our offer, our recommendation as far as the old City Hall building over there. We've been meeting there for about 2.5 years as a church, okay? I won't take any more of your time. I'll just present these over here, and if the City Council would just get these, okay? Thank you very much.
Absolutely. So council, it'll be coming in your inbox. We look forward to looking at that. Thank you. Anybody else wishing to comment? Please state your name and address for the record.
Good evening. My name is David Bungert, 2702 MacArthur. I sent the council and the staff an email today. Hopefully you got it and you had a chance. So I'm just going to read it really quick. The subject of the facility recommendation. My recommendation for the use of the facilities properties is to turn both into city community centers. Both of these community centers could be providing various services to all citizens of DuPont. The citizens of DuPont need a place to call home and a place to hang their hat. Excuse me. I'm against renting any amount of space or the entire building to the DuPont Historical Society, the Ovation Academy, Grace Baptist Church, or any business, profit or non. Once the city enters a contract to provide space via rent, the city becomes a landlord, loses the rights, and rights tend to go to the tenant, not the landlord. The big issue is losing total and complete control of the facility for the duration of the lease, be it 1, 2, 3, 5, or 10 years. I suggest the City of DuPont create 2 community centers to support classes, camps, and events that support all age groups. Each building is unique, and by having 2 community centers, they will support each of the different classes, events that can be held at each facility. What can't be done at one can be done at the other. I suggest that the City of DuPont, via the DuPont Parks and Rec Agency, partner with Pierce County Parks and Rec for 3 to 5 years, so to say a marriage. I have contacted Pierce County Parks, the Recreation Superintendent, Scott Hall, and the Business Manager, Janelle, I can't pronounce her last name. I talked with each of these for about an hour, and they would like to do this. The partnership or the marriage for a time period to create new opportunities for both parties to provide existing classes and new classes and service support to all citizens. The partnership could be, and this would be something that has to be worked out, the City of DuPont provides and maintains the 2 community centers facilities. Pierce County Parks and Rec with DuPont Parks and Rec manages class, camp, sports, thus helping DuPont Parks and Rec learn and grow to develop its own identity and programs. DuPont could have youth classes, the Kid Mobile, art camp, guitar camp, summer sports camps, supporting toddler through high school level. DuPont could have adult classes, fitness, dance, Tai Chi, CPR, first aid, dog obedience, and facilities that can be rented by the citizens. With Pierce County Parks and Rec's experience, trained staff, most all the fitness, sports class for youth and adults are self-supporting if the facilities are provided. This assists in keeping enrollment costs lower and encourage more enrollee students. This partnership will and could be providing improved services to the citizens of DuPont by 2010 while lowering operating costs for both parties.
Thank you, Mr. Bunker.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to please wrap up, or you can come at the second opportunity.
I'll come at the second.
Okay. Thank you very much. We have received your proposal. We are reviewing it very seriously as we consider what our next steps are, and the council is reviewing this as well. Thank you very much. Anybody else in the public wishing to comment at this time? Please come forward, state your name and address for the record.